Okay guys, welcome into yet another video, and within this video we're going to be taking a look on how we are going to set up our development environment so that we can be able to execute and run these codes throughout this course, because we need a web server so that we can be able to test what we are going to write throughout the course. So this video is about setting up your web development environment. On our video series, we had started the area of coding the web with KAWA and Government of Uganda partnership with MUBS, Uganda Communications Commission, and other service providers. So let's get started. So in this video, we're going to understand the need for the web development environment, gathering the tools that you will need for local development setup, installing a local development environment on your computer, and learning what to look for in a good text editor. A text editor is the platform where we're going to be executing these codes and writing them. So what is a local development environment? So here in the coding game, we have a collection of software that make it easy to efficiently write this code. That most of the times those software come with pre-built features like a web server, a relational database system. This will help us to keep the data, a server-side programming language that will help us in the server-side technology of giving us responses, and an interface for controlling, starting, stopping the web server. An interface for also accessing and manipulating our databases, relational database management system. The actual key point to grok here is that a local development environment, which means that it gets installed on your PC. We need it. So why do you need it? Okay, if it's possible to use a simple text editor to develop web pages, yeah, you can do that, because web pages, the HTML, basic HTML, won't need server-side technology to execute. But to be perfectly honest, I'm not going to stand here and tell you that local development setup is a must. If you want to write web pages that are just dummy web pages, you can choose not to install the server. But for this course, we are going to install our development environment so that we don't reach in the middle and you are like, what happened here? I don't have this. So we start with the development environment. However, there are two major exceptions that pretty much require you to build your stuff locally. You are building a website or an app for someone else, you don't have access to their web server. You are building a new version of an existing website or app, which means you don't want to mess up the production code while uploading it or putting it on the web host. So here what I'm intending to mean is, if you are building on a live server, any mistake, you can end up crashing the system. That's why we need a local development server, so that in any case, we have a backup, so we don't make mistakes when we are updating the online code. So here we are going to be using XApp for Windows. It's an open source software and it's free of charge. So I highly recommend that you download this XApp server, which is easier to use and has easier interface. So it has a dozen of features, as you can see. Loaded a dozen of features, and most importantly, what we need is Apache, actually, which runs about half of all websites on Earth. You see, it's a big system and a powerful software. MariaDB, that's a database software that manages relational databases. PHP, this is a server-side scripting language. We will talk about this later in details after advancing step by step. PHP MyAdmin, this is the interface which we are going to use to be managing our databases. And all this doesn't require any money, it's free of charge. You just have to go to that website, apachefriends.org. apachefriends.org. Please, you download the latest version so that we can continue. Let's continue. apachefriends.org, then you go to download the latest version. Installing. Once the download is complete, you will see it in your downloads. It will be like example version this.exe for Windows executable file. You just double click it, a normal double click. It will ask you, please allow this allow this app to run. You just say yes. Continue. It will display a warning message. Are you sure you want to install this application? Yes. Click OK. This order awarded means that if we install XApp in the default folder C program file, it might have problems, but for it will choose where it will what? Where it prefers. So don't worry about this. For the program itself, will choose its path. So you don't need to worry about that. Just click next. For basic install for now, we'll need Apache, MySQL, and PHP like the picture shows here. You can see all the modules. For like advanced users, you can tick all of them. But for basic installation for now, you can turn them on later, but you tick Apache, MySQL, and PHP plus the PHP 4 modules. PHP PHP, MySQL, Apache. Then click next, we continue. Now it will choose the folder itself. You see it has chosen C exam. Don't worry about that. Just say continue. Now it will bring a warning saying that please allow Apache HTTP server, because it's a server software. It needs to access the firewall. So you just tick private network such as home. If you have a home network, if you usually use it in public places, you can tick all of them, but it's a security precaution not to tick public networks. It's a security precaution, but you can as well tick all of them just for testing purposes. Running the exam server. Now the installation up here, after ticking that and say allow access, it will go through the installation process and it will be done. Now running it, our server is installed and ready to go. So you like the way you usually open the normal programs, click start, find and open the exam. You will see all the app lists. Now click on exam control panel. Then click run as administrator. After that, you see this picture on the side. It will appear there. This picture here, it will appear like this after running it as administrator. So now you can see here we have different options. We have Apache, we have MySQL, we have all others, but for now we will need to just start Apache and MySQL. Only those two options, those are the ones we need for now. So it will show it has started in status here. Started and running. Are we clear there? Then we continue. Now, after it has said it's running, how do you access your server to see what's inside there? Because we have been talking of a concept of web browser, because we need web browsers here. So even there is a video of web browser is also on the channel. You can see how the web browser works, different types of web browsers, which one we are going to use specifically. I would prefer Google Chrome for now, or Edge, or if you prefer Firefox as well, you can use that. But me, my side, I use Chrome. So now open your web browser. By default, the server is located here. You see localhost/dashboard. That's what you type in the browser here. Are we clear? You type it there in the browser, localhost/dashboard. Now it should bring you an interface like this to show you that the server is what? Is up and running. Now it means we are ready to start using our server. So now we even talked about choosing the text editor. Which text editor will really do the good work for us? Because here some are sold. Now you can see here this one it is sold at $99. This one is $80. This one is 60, but there are others that are free. Like this Sublime Text for Windows is free, Notepad++ is free, and has code compression features. Brackets is free, Atom is free. So we are going to be using Notepad++. If you like it, you can look at it and take a look at it. This is the link, notepad++.org, then sublimetext.com. You reach also at it and compare this and see which one, but I would prefer we go for Sublime Text for now. Okay, so let's download Sublime Text as we go ahead. Thanks for watching. Let's watch out for the next video. Please share, invite your friends. Let's subscribe for this course. We help skilling each other together. Thank you.